are coming in third place, which is now considered a huge win here in Washington somehow. It's a critical night, though, for Elizabeth Warren. So New Hampshire borders her home state of Massachusetts. They share the media market for a lot of the state. New Hampshire, of course, is full of progressive white liberals who were her entire base. So if she can't win or even compete in New Hampshire, is there any reason to think she can win anywhere or even stay in the race other than for reasons of vanity? That's a question that Tammy Bruce has considered. She is, of course, the host of Get Tammy Bruce on Fox Nation, which is reason alone to subscribe. She joins us tonight. Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Tucker.
So, Elizabeth Warren, at some point, we're going to all think deeply about what happened, because she seemed to me 6 months ago to be the likely nominee, and now it's ignominious. But at this point, without all the data in, what do you make of what's happened to her?
Well, you know, what's interesting, I think, and especially also with Klobuchar, is that the Democrats in general have convinced their base so much to think about identity politics exclusively.
Yeah. Yes.
And there's a problem with that, of course, because if you're going to be thinking about identity as opposed to where someone stands on the issues or what they're or if they're a leader or not, you're going to kind of automatically fall into gender stereotypes. And so they, in a way, condemn women from being able to move forward, because they're not asking of women to be leaders or to have ideas that can actually be implemented. And that was her main problem. Warren's was this ridiculous Medicare for all at, $52 trillion, trying desperately to move within an issue framework, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for socialists in general. So you've got this framework where voters are looking at women, ironically, Democratic voters, wondering if they can do it, because you're looking at identity issues as opposed to being able to see them in any other kind of framework. Klobuchar, on the other hand, it was an interesting revelation that she's going to spend money in Nevada. She seems to be skipping South Carolina. And it's because her issue with African Americans is as bad as it is for Pete Buttigieg. And this is the party that talks about wanting to win the popular vote, but they've not been able to reach people of color. So they have no real 50-state strategy. Neither one of these women have, certainly not Warren. There's no real money. They're kind of on a wing and a prayer. And this is the problem with, I think, the Democrats in general. But especially for women, you're not going to be able to win just like Hillary wasn't, by moving along and saying, I'm a woman, and so that in some way entitles me. And if you don't vote for me, you're a sexist. Even Klobuchar has grabbed onto that a little bit. And I think that ultimately is going to hurt her, because it's this kind of bitter, angry approach about what they deserve and what they don't.
I think you're exactly right. And speaking of women in the race, we should say I don't think any woman's been treated more harshly than Tulsi Gabbard, who's been attacked because she doesn't want to send the 101st Airborne to Syria. Yeah. She's just tweeted, don't know the numbers and how she did tonight, but she's tweeted that no matter what they are, she's staying in the race. So that'll be
good for her.
Really interesting. Tammy Bruce, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.